Alright, so we have a guy who's real good at metalworking. You catch my drift. You know, the powers of magnetism. A magician will, like, in a form of voodoo form, if he gets attacked, then one of the dolls get damaged itself, and then somebody else gets attacked. And we have a DJ whose song can be really explosive. Go up against someone who inspired Luffy to become a great pirate, become the Pirate King. Now, after the Dressrosa event started spiraling out across the world, especially everyone around, everyone know what's going on. Now, the kid, Eustass Kid, Scratchman, Apu, and Basil Hawkins are really glad that they're not Luffy and Law not after the same target, because it seemed like a waste of weapons. It seemed like a waste of resources just butting heads together. And it turns out that they're really going after red hair Shanks. That was like a major twist, because around like chapter 650 or so, Baron Tamago reported that Eustass Kid damaged 2 of the ships that belonged to Big Mom pirates. Since then on, I figured like Eustass Kid was going after Big Mom, but it turns out that they were actually going after red hair Shanks, which sort of like supports that Eustass Kid has a really violent personality. The reason why he has like a higher bounty than Luffy during when he was first introduced was because he caused a lot of civilian casualties, and he was quick to resort towards violence. So between the chapter 793 and chapter 650ish, we're able to like figure out that like Eustass Kid has started focusing his target on red hair Shanks. With the alliance brought together, well, by Killer, by the way, everyone knows that like taking on a Yonkou or Emperor is really impossible by one pirate, so everyone has to work together. Pretty much the same way how like the Shichi Bukai, the 7 warlords of the sea, and the Navy went up against the strongest man in the world like a bunch of years back, and their allies, which makes me wonder if Shanks has any allies of his own. After the death of Whitebeard and Ace, Shanks returned after his tussle with Kaido, which was yesterday, I believe. Mako gave Shanks his thanks, and now Mako is Shanks' friend and ally as well. So when the Kid Alliance comes to face with Shanks, they will probably run into Whitebeard pirates as well. Because right now we have Marco, Jozu, Vista. We have the tranny person, like who looks like a girl but actually a dude, Azo, and the rest of the other division commanders. This will be a real tough one, because since we're still dealing with the effects of the time skip, but like everyone seems to have gotten a little bit stronger, so we have to like figure out like if Eustass has any more new abilities, along with Basil and Hawkins. Ah, shit, that didn't sound right. Along with Scratchman and Hawkins. I said Basil and Hawkins. They're the same guy. Okay, so you see, Shanks pirate crew seems to be like all sword and guns. Yasab was able, Ben Beckman was able to hold Kizaru under arrest with a simple like rifle that he hold out towards them. It would be like a really tough one, no doubt about it. But since, like I said, the Dressrosa events have come to a close, so now we have to Now this is the part where we start showing what other people are doing around the world. You know, it's not just the Kid Alliance. Like other supernovas are acting as well, which I'll talk about later.